We're here by the table saw, which is also another cut-off tool. Few safety tips and safety requirements that I'm very, very stringent on as far as my shop is concerned, and which you guys should consider as well. First thing, always make sure that you understand how the table saw operates and what's safe on it and what's not. Remind everybody who uses it about the long sleeve shirts. If they do have them, make sure they are buttoned up. Safety glasses always, at any given time. Make sure that the surface of the table saw is clean of any type of grease, unnecessary glues, and obviously any type of foreign object, because that will cause a dangerous situation if you don't pay attention to this. First thing, you check every operating feature on the saw, and by that I mean you make sure that that your gut plate is in place. There's no debris below. Everything is nice and clean. You make sure with the tool shut off from the power that the blade is securely on the shaft. There is no vibration or unnecessary slack in the blade. Thirdly, you will inspect for the angles of the cut. And by that I mean how deep your blade sticks out above. The general rule is that if you're dealing with a material that's approximately, let's say, 3/4 of an inch as an example, your blade should be up above no more than approximately 1/8 of an inch. What will happen, that 1/8 of an inch is more than enough to go through the material and cut it very nicely, cleanly, and safely. Safely, because again, you are dealing with something that is almost like a wild dog. You always want to be on guard. Another thing that is very, very important, I always stress, you never, under any circumstances, take the piece of wood with the grain going like this, you put it against your fence and you try to cut it. What will happen, once you start going through, that wood will cause a very violent kickback. Once that happens, your fingers, if you don't have them out of the way, will go directly into the blade. And it pretty much will make a hamburger out of your fingers. So we don't want this. When you operate the saw, make sure that nothing is around it. There's no obstacles, especially when you're dealing with larger objects. And that will help you to do a lot of safe and fine cutting on this particular type of tool. Thank you.